Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, we were discussing NCERT exemplar solutions from the unit number 1, number system, and we have completed up to the question number 190, which includes MCQ type questions, true or false type questions, then fill in the blank type questions, and some of the short answer as well as long answer type questions. So our today's session will be from question number 191 onwards. Students, in the question number 191, we are asked to find a 4-digit number, and that must be odd number using each of the digits 1, 2, 4 and 5 only once, such that when the first and the last digits are interchanged, the number resultant is divisible by 4. Students, here we are asked to use the digits 1, 2, 4 and 5 and make a 4-digit odd number. When we are making 4-digit odd number, that means the units place digit supposed to be 1 or 5 only, because then only the number becomes odd number. Now, if this is the case, then we will get two cases. Case 1, where that 4-digit number ending in 1. That means a number where the 3 digits can be 2, 4, 5, any can come here. Now, we have got case number 2, where the units place digit being 5. So here we have one more condition along with this. What is that one more condition? When last digit and first digit are interchanged. That means here, if I call this as the last digit and this as a first digit, that means thousands place digit and units place digit, when they are interchanged, the resultant number should be divisible by 4. This is one more condition. That means here any number divisible by 4 ends with 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, that means ends with 2, 4 fours are 16, that means ends with 6, 4 fives are 20. So these are the possible ending digits. Here we don't have 8 given, cannot be 6 given, we don't have 0 given, it cannot be. So we are given only 2 and 4, that means here the thousands place can be only 2 or 4. So with this, I have very much filtered numbers. What are the possible digits that can come in thousands place, that can come in units place? We are now scrutinized. So in the case 1, we have the possible numbers being 2 being in the thousands place, 1 being in the units place. That means it can be 2451 or it can be 2541. Next, similarly here, third possible number 4 being in units place number, thousands place number, and 1 being in units place. So the possible numbers are 4251, that fourth one is 4521. Students, here again we have case 2. What is case 2? Case 2 is 4-digit number having its units place fixed as 5. In that, the possible digits when thousands place can be 2 or 4, with the 2 being in thousands place and 5 being in units place. It can be 2415 or it can be 2145. Similarly, the third one, 4 being in thousands place and 5 being in units place, it can be 4125 or 4215. See students, after that the divisibility rule of, so divisibility rule of 4 says that last 2 digits, that is tens place and units place, should be divisible by 4, so that the whole number is divisible by 4. Now here, after interchanging, this turns to be 5214. After interchanging, this turns to be 5124. This 5142. This turns to be 5412. Here these 2 digits not divisible by 4. Therefore, this is not the right option. These 2 divisible by 4, it can be one of the option. Here these 2 digits, that means 24, divisible by 4, so it can be one option. These 2 digits not divisible by 4, so this cannot be the option. Coming to the case 1, after interchanging, this turns to be 1452. After interchanging, this number gives you 542. Similarly, this after interchanging of digits 1254 after interchanging this number results as 1524. That means here 24 is divisible by 4. This could be one option. 54 is not divisible by 4, therefore this is not a right option. 42 is not divisible by 4, so this is not a right option. And 52 is divisible by 4, so this could be one option. Now here in this question there is little bit redundancy. What is that redundancy is, if he is asking with this same sentences we have totally 4 right answers. That 4 right answers are, you could see 2451, that means 2451 could be in case 1 and 4521 could be the second. In case 2 we have 2415 being one right answer and 4125 could be the another right answer. But among these possible answers, he has given one and only one question, one number as right answer. What is that right answer he has given means this number he has given. Now watch it. Amongst these right answers, that is 2451, 4521, 2415 and 4125, he is choosing a greater one. He must be intended to say find greatest four digit odd number. So this is missing. If he says by correcting this sentence, you can have a right answer as 4521. Okay, find a 4-digit greatest number or find greatest 4-digit odd number is the right question. Okay, so now let's get into the next question, which he is clearly asking you. Question number 142. Using each of the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 only once, determine the, this way he is supposed to ask, smallest 4-digit number divisible by 4. See children, here there is a clarity. We are forming a 4-digit number and we have to form smallest, condition 1. Okay, condition 2, divisible by 4. That means based on the divisibility rule of 4, these two digits, tens place digit and units place digit, must be divisible by 4. That means you know what are the possible numbers. 4, that means 04, 08, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. So these are the possible numbers. Even 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64, 68, 72, 76, 80, 84, 88, 92, 96. That's it. The moment it gets 100, it becomes 3-digit number. So these are the possible digits. But out of them, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So here we can have 24 and being smallest, that means here I can have 1 being in the thousands place, 3 being in the hundreds place, 2 being in the tens place, 4 being in the units place. So the right answer is 1324. Normally, if you wanted to write a smallest number, you might have written 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is not divisible. Next, we may write 1324, 1, 1342, 1432, 1423. This is not at all divisible. Here, this is not divisible. Though it is divisible, this is not divisible. This is not divisible. Though these two are divisible, among them which is smallest? 1324. That is, therefore right answer is 1324. So if you give smallest, there is a clarity. Next, coming to the question number 193. Fatima wants to mail 3 parcels to 3 village schools, whereas she finds that the postal charges are rupees 20, 28 and 36 rupees respectively. If she wants to buy stamps only one denomination, what is the greatest denomination of the stamps she must buy to mail the 3 parcels? See children, here you can buy stamps of rupees 1, 5, 2, 10, sometimes 20 rupees itself, but she wants to buy for mailing all 3 with the same denomination. The denomination must be only one same denomination. If you take 1 rupee stamps, you have to paste 20, 28, 36. Huge work. If you take 2 rupees stamps, you have to buy a 10 for this sake, 14 for this sake, 18 for this sake. And with the 3, this cannot be posted and this cannot be posted, only this can be posted because 12 3 rupee stamps. Now similarly with 4 rupee stamps, 4 rupee denomination, 5 you can require for this, you require 7 for this, you require 9 for this. Like this you have to find out. That means you are finding something like highest common factor only. So HCF of 20, 28, 36 if you find, you will get a greatest denomination of stamps that will fit for all 3 numbers, and that being only one denomination. So HCF of them to be found. What is the HCF of 20, 28, 36? It is 4 only. Okay, so here therefore rupees 4 stamps of the denomination suits the purpose. Okay, so this is the right answer. Coming to the question number 194. 3 brands A, B, C of biscuits are available in packets of 20, 15, 21 biscuits respectively. If a shopkeeper wants to buy an equal number of biscuits of each brand, what is the minimum, this says minimum number of packets of each brand he should buy? He wants at the end of purchase brand A type being equal, brand B type being equal and brand C type being equal. That means number of biscuits must be equal. Here if you find LCM of 12, 15 and 21, which gives a number which is appropriately divisible by all these 3 biscuit packets, that means LCM of 12, 15, 5 is 3 4s, 3 5s, 3 7s. Now no 2 numbers have got the common divisor, so now LCM you have to multiply these 4 numbers, 3 into 4 into 5 into 7, which gives 4 5s 20, 3 4 7s are 21, so it is 420 being the LCM. Therefore 420 pockets of each type we can buy, but $420 biscuits we can buy. 420 biscuits means $420 biscuits of each type we can buy. So 420 biscuits of each type can be purchased. Therefore type A, in a pocket 12 biscuits are there. How many pockets to be ordered? Number of packets to be ordered, 420 by 12 will give how many packets to be ordered, which is 35. Type B, 420 by 15 to be ordered, which gives 28 pockets, and type C, where each pocket contains 21 biscuits, so we need to order 20 pockets. If we order 35 pockets of type A, gives 420 biscuits of type A. If we order 28 packets of type B, gives 420 biscuits of type B. Similarly, if we order 20 packets of type C, which gives 420 biscuits, there we have satisfied the condition. So the right answer is 35, 28 and 20 pockets of each type to be ordered. Now coming to the question number 195. The floor of a room is 8 meter 96 centimeter long and 6 meter 72 centimeter broad. Find the minimum number of square tiles of the same size. See children, square tiles we have to cover over this floor of a room, and those square tiles must be of the same size. What is the minimum number we require? See children, if you are finding this, you need to find out which size suits for both of these numbers. That means along the length also should be divisible, that is 896 centimeter also should be divisible by such size while covering, and even along the breadth also the same size should be dividing. That means 672 centimeter also should be divisible here, which means you have to find out HCF of 896 and 672 centimeter. What is the HCF? 672 is divisor, 896 is dividend, 672 ones are 672, 6 minus 2 is 4, 9 minus 7 is 2, 8 minus 6 is 2, 224 becomes the again new divisor, 672 becomes the new dividend, 224 3s are 672, which gives HCF of these two numbers being 224 centimeter. That means we have a square tile of this side. So side of the, therefore side of the square tile is 2 meter 24 centimeter. Now we got side of the square tile, but how many such tiles can you cover? If you want to know, here is a eight 96 centimeter long room, rectangular room, and here 672 centimeter long or a breadth of that room. We are going to cover a tile. One tile is covered along the length and breadth, it is covering. Now one more tile along the length is covered, one more tile is covering along the length, and totally 4 tiles will cover along the length. With the same size, one more tile covers the breadth and one more tile covers the breadth. That means we need 4 tiles to cover along the length, 3 tiles we need to cover along the breadth. That means totally we need 12 tiles to cover whole room. So how to get that 12? How to get that 12? Children, do you have any idea how to think? Students, how to calculate the number of tiles? Let us see now. Students, in the given question, we are given a room of 890 6 centimeter length, 672 centimeter breadth, and we are covering a tile. You found already HCF of 896 and 672, which gives you 224. That means this tile is of 224 centimeter in the side, where all these sides are equal. That means we have area of rectangle divided by area of a square tile gives you the number of tiles required. How do you find the area of a rectangle? 896 into 672, which is, the length into breadth gives the area. Now area of a square, how do you find area of a square? 224 into 224, because it's a square side into side. Now 896 divided by 224 gives you 4. 224 into 672 gives you 3. That is 4 into 3. Why I said we have 4 tiles required along the length. That's how this 4 comes. 3 tiles required along the breadth. That's how this 3 comes. So 4 3s are 12 tiles we have as a requirement. This is how we calculate. So here finding HCF plays an important role. Okay, so coming to the question number 196. In a school library, there are 780 books of English, 364 books of science. Mrs. Ekang, the librarian of the school, wants to store these books in shelves such that each shelf should have the same number of books of each subject. What should be the minimum number of books in each shelf? See children, if you want to find out what is the minimum number of books that you wanted to keep, here you need to find HCF of 780 books and 364 books which gives you 52. That means she can store 52 books of English and 52 books of science, and so on she can store in the shelves. Next, coming to the question number 197. In a colony of 100 blocks of flats numbering 1 to 100, a school van stops at every 6th block, while a school bus stops at every 10th block. On which stops will both of them stop if they starts from the entrance of the colony at a time? If they are moving together, where will they stop? First, for this it is simple. We have got school van stopping at 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 and so on. Whereas the bus stops at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. Now you could observe here they together stop at 30, isn't it? What do you call this 30? These are all multiples of 6, these are all multiples of 10. That means you are looking for common multiples. So LCM of them, that is 6 and 10s, is 30, and common multiples of 6 and 10 below 100 will be the stops of both vehicles, that is 30, 60 and 90 will be those common stops. Okay. Now coming to the question number 198. Test the divisibility of the following numbers. See students, if you want to test the divisibility of 11, you know what is the divisibility rule of 11. Divisibility rule of 11 says, find the difference between the sum of digits of odd places from the right, that means from this right. Okay, in the case of A, 5 plus 3 minus, these are all even places, these are all odd places. Here, these are all even places. So 3 plus 5, whereas 8 minus 8, this results as 0. And the sum of the digits at even places from the right of the number, if the difference is either 0 or a number divisible by 11, therefore 5335 is divisible by 11. This is how we do. In the case of B, 4 plus, I am choosing 4, 8, 2, 9, which are all odd places. 4 plus 8 plus 2 plus 9 minus, now even places, 1 0 plus 0. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 4 plus 8 plus 2 plus 9 is 14 plus 9, 23. That means it gives you 22. It is a number which is divisible by 11. Therefore, I can say 9020814. How do you read this number? It's a 90,20,814 is divisible by 11. This is how we do. Coming to the question number 199. Using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 4. See students, you know already divisibility rule of 4. A number with 3 or more digits is divisible by 4 if the number formed by the last 2 digits, that means this is tens place and units place digits, that is ones and tens place, is divisible by 4. Here in the case of A, 96 is divisible by 4, therefore 4096 is divisible by 4. 84, it is divisible by 4. This B, 21,084 is also divisible by 4. In the case of C, last 2 digits 12, this is divisible by 4. That means this number also 31795012. How do you read this number? 3,17,95,012 is also divisible by 4. That means all 3 numbers are divisible by 4. Now coming to the last question, 200th question. Using divisibility test, determine which of the following numbers are divisible by 9. So what is the divisibility rule of 9 says? The divisibility rule of 9 says, if the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the number itself is divisible by 9. That means in the case of A, 6 plus 7 plus 2, which is equal to 15, not divisible by 9. Therefore 672 is not divisible by 9. Coming to the B, 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2, which is 18, it is divisible by 9. Therefore 5652 is divisible by 9. So this is how we solve the question number 200. See students, with this I have completed all the questions of exemplar solutions from the unit number 1 as a part of revision from these 3 chapters. So I hope you will score very well marks in the upcoming periodic test 1 if you could watch these and if you are able to understand the questions that we have solved. So I wish you good luck for your exam. I hope that you will be all doing very well in the periodic test 1. I say at the end, take care of yourself, be healthy and happy, and do well. Jai Hind. Thank you.